Welcome back to another episode of Ethereal's Rest. You join us on another incredible adventure filled with wonder, mystery, and intrigue. We begin where we last left off, with the Rest traveling from the Oracle to the far coast, where they met with a great willow ent who gave them another relic, being a champion of Una? I can't say.
Ayana?
Ayana, yeah. Iana, there it is.
Iona?
E-
Aona.
No, it's...
Iona.
It's
Ayana.
Just say,
It's Ayana, there it is.
my name is Kiragagash, but you can call me Kanagashnaga.
Brains dead. And then they figured out a quick and easy way to get to Krendor, where another relic was said to be. Arriving in Krendor at separate times, Bar was reunited with her love, Jonas, and Xena took a nice breather of a break to enjoy the night. Elatar and Zakira joined the next day, and slightly destroying Theo's office, a laboratory, they quickly escaped from that room and joined them at the Monster Hunters Guild, where it was decided that they would travel to where the group fought the giant spiders when they first came together. And that's where we begin. You're all in the main lobby. What are we doing?
All right, so we have healing spells that we got from Fran, was it? Fran
gave you guys some antidotes for poison.
Okay, so all right, so we're good on poison. If we get,
Six poison antidotes.
and then Jonas is armed and ready to go.
Yeah, Jonas is. You guys asked Jonas to go get his things, and he agreed to go with you guys, and he is ready to go.
Ooh, I'll be right back. I want to go to Theo's.
Ooh, no, wait. So, yes, I love the idea. Let's go to Theo's. But what time of day is it?
You guys got there in the morning, so it's probably only like 8 or 9. It only takes him about
We
an
have
hour.
plenty of time.
It only took
Like, dude, but he's probably in his office. during the
Jonas
day.
I don't
to,
care. I'll just knock him out.
to get. To,
I don't
you know,
care.
He's part of court, isn't he? He's like the.
He is the court
is utterly
wizard.
useless.
Yeah, he's the
He's
court
like
wizard
the-
for Krendor.
He's like Poosh, but, here. Poosh.
I would say wait until night, because we got there at night, didn't we? What time of day did we arrive with the horses?
Invisibility.
Like, the morning. It was the morning.
Yeah, you guys got here early in the morning.
All right.
I can
So what do you
handle
think?
Jonas.
Why do you
Distract
want
him.
to go back to his office? I'm confused.
I personally saw I saw something on the floor. I picked up a book and I threw it on the floor because I was messing with Theo, and it opened to a page that I found that would be interesting to you guys to use as a spell.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. And
So I
knowing
thought it
that
would be
he's a
cool to
magician,
rip
he's
it
probably
out
got
of his
other cool
book
stuff.
and read it.
Do you think that Theo could possibly be part of the problem with
Yes.
Caldric?
Yes.
I don't know if he's competent enough for that.
Oh, well,
He's-
there's true.
It's
They're like that.
yeah.
Ah.
How do you know this?
Because I've always been suspicious of Theo since the beginning,
Well,
especially
there's a
Coldrick.
feeling. There's a feeling, and then there's.
And I was right
evidence.
about Coldrick,
Well, yes.
and I'm still right
Regardless,
about Theo.
If you're right once, doesn't mean you're right all the time.
No, that's true.
So,
But this
what
is the first
evidence
time I've
do you
been
have
right.
That Theo is suspicious of anything.
Because Theo's a dumbass.
That's not evidence. That's an opinion.
I mean, we've met plenty of dumbasses, and they've been pretty harmless. So
I was being facetious.
So you don't have any evidence.
No, I don't, but I have a feeling.
Interesting.
And Pug has even mentioned that he works with Coldrick on certain things. And I guarantee you that he has been, it's more so of the feeling that he's kind of behind the scenes for power of his own, if that makes any
Well,
sense.
that was Coldrick's problem.
Yeah.
Yes, so he's working for Coldrick, but also behind the scenes, he's kind of using
Do
it
the
for
Wizards
himself.
do the Wizards have a union? Because it sounds like they're all a bunch of whiny, like, I don't want to work. I want to be evil.
I
No.
believe it would be called a guild.
So
Right.
so
Yeah,
there's
Mage's Guild.
there's a magician's isle, which is down in the middle of a lake, and the isle basically has the only school where Pug is basically the headmaster. He's the creator, founder, and he built it. And it's where they all train, and they're sent out to be like the court wizard to give advice and to do things like make sure that like the king travels across the kingdom without any problems and stuff like that. And therefore, when magic was kind of discovered in the world, it was kind of like implicated that they needed to be around. So they're used. So yes, it is kind of like a guild with different levels. So Pug would be the top, and then anyone underneath. So Theo's like very close to Pug's level because he sits on the throne. Well, he sits with the princes. He's with the prince's authority, who controls the other half of the kingdom. The kingdom is so large; it's kind of split in two.
So, Fern,
Yeah.
do you think that it's possible that Theo could be working behind the scenes to hand power of Krendor, over to...
Well, I don't much remember, he's kind of a sniveling little brat, but so is the prince. But I do remember, Bar, that Emil had come by that one day when he was jumping all over the couch.
Are you talking to Fern or Fran?
Fran.
I'm sorry, Fran.
Okay, I was confused.
She's just standing over talking to a fern in the corner.
Yeah.
I would believe that.
And Fran's like, yeah, but remember, Bar, Emil came by and wanted to give you some information, and of course you gave him some coin, and he jumped all over the couch, and I think there's still a cut in the couch, and she's like expanding on the topic, and then coming back to it, goes, but he said that they had been collecting those poison sacks, the
Yes.
eggs, under Theo's orders.
Wonder why he wants those.
Where the original order was to destroy
Right.
them.
The gold cloaks were destroying.
Mm-hmm.
Theo wanted them collected.
I believe that it would be wise to keep a very close eye on Theo and his compatriots. And perhaps before we go down, we should ask Emil for any more information on him. Emil seems to know everything that goes on here.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Emil would be the one we'd want to talk to.
Yes. Very much so.
So, Fran, do you have a few extra people that could perhaps just sort of hang out watching?
Yeah, I could send the C Squad.
I mean, they don't have to do much, but just,
Yeah.
just kind of keep an eye, loiter around.
Only one that got the pun. That was hilarious.
I didn't get it.
It's like he's going to send the Omegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys were the A Squad.
Oh, C as in
yeah,
letter C. I'm thinking the C,
yeah.
what they're Navy SEALs?
No,
What-
no.
No,
Yeah,
they're
no,
red shirts.
I can send them to
Nah,
check
the
out
red
the
shirts.
castle. See
Okay.
what's going on. What do you need me? What do you want them to do? Like just
Well-
report back if Theo leaves or what?
Yeah, just kind of report back if he leaves. Maybe one of them follow at a distance and just kind of keep an eye on him because, I mean, what's going on right now in dark, used to be more, Bonmore, I believe has tentacles reaching throughout the kingdom. And perhaps Theo, who has always been a little fishy, is part of it.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I can send the C squad, and then she kind of turns and yells into this like weird pipe thing that goes up into the wall. You don't see where it goes from there, and she just yells, "C squad down here now!" And 5 minutes later, some guys come down, and they look raggedy. Where you guys look like you're well worn in. They look like they're like put together with like hockey pads and
Pots and pans. Or
pots and
something.
pads.
They have a kettle on their head.
Right. And she's like, "You're going to go out there, watch the castle, make sure that Theo, try to infiltrate the castle and make sure that Theo isn't doing it, keep an eye on him. Let me know so I can let these guys know."
It's very important, gentlemen.
Okay. And they go, "Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, sir." And they all kind of like trudge out of the room and head out the front door. And she like looks at you guys and it's like, I trust C. I trust the C squad. They'll be fine. They'll do what we need to do, needs to get done.
All right.
Boy, if those were the C's, I would hate to see your D and E team.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else we need here? Shall we be on our way?
I thought you guys needed a rest
Oh, yes.
to recharge.
I am down. I'm a little tired down, but I don't know how Elatar's doing. He's good.
You're good. Are you...
No, it'll be fine.
Like-
It's fine.
Game wise, she's used one spell slot and she has only got like 2.
Right.
So
Okay.
But I mean, I have a lot of other stuff. Barnabas is all good, and so just don't expect 2-dimension doors.
Oh, no problem. All right. Bar, can you lead the way? You remember more than I do.
Onwards to the sewers.
I don't think I was with you guys, so
I know.
this has all been new to me.
So as you guys are like filing out the front door, Jonas like runs up to the group and he's got his he's got like a spear and he's got a long bow and a long sword on his hip and then on the other hip a hand crossbow is like dangling and he's wearing like
Jesus.
leather armor.
Wow.
Armed for bear, are we?
Mm-hmm.
What's with all the weapons?
You never know. I'm never going anywhere unprepared ever again. That's how I got this.
I understand.
And then he points to his face.
Well, we're all ready. Lead the way, Ba.
Going to the sewers.
All right, so you head out and go ahead and give me a history check because you're trying to remember exactly what sewer it was that you found that led down to the spot.
I hope it's not Wednesday, because I would hate to go into the sewers after Taco Tuesday.
Well, apparently I don't remember. I got a 3.
Oh, okay.
Well, shit.
You wander around a bit, and then eventually you do find an intersection that has a like portish,
Manhole?
yeah, manhole.
Did we happen to see the little critter?
Emil.
Emil, yes.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Can I assist?
Yeah. So you can roll with advantage.
10.
Yeah, it takes you, as you guys are like wandering around, eventually you do spot Emil. He's sitting on a stoop of some less reputable building, and he's sitting there. And he's like watched you guys walk by a couple of times with like Bar leading the way, trying to find this sewer.
I'm going to walk up to Emil and, Emil, good morning.
Oh, well, how can I help you today?
I'd like to talk to you about Theo.
And then you just hear cling, 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 cling.
Yeah, I'm going to take a gold piece out and toss it to him.
Okay. Sniveling little wizard man, isn't he?
Well, that's what I understand. Have you noticed him perhaps being up to anything? Toss him another gold piece.
And then he smiles when the coin falls into the cup, and he goes, I've noticed him doing plenty.
Anything to do with maybe...
I've seen him eating lunch. I've seen him eating dinner. I've seen him out on strolls. I've seen him outside the city. I've seen him inside the city.
What was he doing outside the city?
Oh, he likes to take trips. Every once in a while, every about 2 weeks, they go out to this one outpost. And then he comes back. Quick as a thimble.
Do you know what he does at the outpost?
I don't know. I stay in the city.
If I paid you, would you follow him?
If you pay me, I might go for a stroll out in the countryside.
You might.
I might. Depends on how much you pay me.
He may be able to just take us there if he knows where it is.
How about you just take us to the sewers?
Oh, what sewers?
Unless you want to go to the outpost.
We do need to go to the outpost, but let's go to the sewers first.
The artifact is in the sewers, most likely.
It is. I'm sure it is.
And we did find out about that other archaeologist. Yes, there seems to be... Emil told us of a woman that was looking for
yes.
an artifact.
He goes, yes, that woman. Oh, yes, Mistress, Lady,
Sorrow?
Sorrow.
No, Zakira here. I told her about it yesterday. The lady, yeah. The lady, she's got pointy horns just like her. She's the archaeologist that Theo hired.
I think you just said it was a tiefling, but not much more about her.
Yeah. Said she has horns kind of like yours. Tiefling lady. She wears fancy brown clothes.
Brown, an unusual color for tieflings.
Not for an archaeologist, though.
That's true. That's true.
If you're going to play in the dirt, you might as well dress.
She's been around the city. She goes into the sewers sometimes. I don't like going into the sewers. It's dirty down there.
It is.
But if you need to know where that sewer was, you've asked for it a couple of times.
Yes.
Yeah, here. I throw him 20 gold.
Oh, yes. I'll take you right to the right sewer this time. And jumps up and kind of does
Just walk, please.
does his best.
time? Like, did you take them to the wrong sewer before?
Yes, he is an asshole.
You have to give it to him for the right price.
And he kind of does his best Charlie Chaplin like impersonation as he strolls down the road,
Oh my god.
waddling like a penguin as he leads you to the exact sewer manhole. And you quickly remember, oh yes, this was the intersection that we were at. That Zara ran all the way around it and everything.
I'm going to slip him a platinum
Mm-hmm.
and a silver. Not a silver, crystal.
A diamond?
Yeah, diamond. Yeah. that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I'm going to tell him to keep tabs on Theo.
Okay. And he's going to bow, reach out his hand, and kiss your hand.
Ew.
And then Jonas, who's been kind of annoyed at this point that he's walked all over the city, is just like looking at Emil like he wants to put, a dagger through his eye. But yeah. He at that point, Jonas just kind of pushes through everyone and grabs like the manhole with the butt of his spear and pops it up, and so it's revealed.
I am giving Jonas kind of a glare and then looking around and saying, does anybody know what phase of the moon it is?
Jonas will look at Xena with a sharp eyes, like fucking seriously, and then he'll just drop down. He'll just jump right down into the sewer.
Charming.
I'm following after him.
We had already asked him. Didn't you ask him like when his next phase was going to be?
I don't believe we did.
I could have swore that he was
I think he said like 3 weeks.
Oh, all right.
It was just like
oh,
last.
yes,
Yeah.
I remember now. He said he had.
So
like,
if it
okay.
had just happened, it would be waning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, if it just happened, it would be yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's full moon. I had to think about it.
Yeah, it'd be
Waxing
waning.
and waning. Sorry.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yeah, and
I
he
am just as tired as the rest of you. Leave
And
me
as
alone.
you guys are standing there, like looking at this guy who just kind of just popped a manhole like it was a soda can and then jumped down into it, you see light start to appear from the manhole cover, like it's lit up as you look down, and you can see Jonas standing there with a torch.
Oh, well, he's useful for something.
But
Okay.
is Jonas human?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so he's the only one that actually can't see.
Yeah. That's why he's got a torch.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny because the rest of us can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a ladder or steps?
Yeah. There's like the the built-in
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head
metal
down.
rebars.
I'm gonna push Xena in.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do an attack.
It was not one.
Oh, so you go
You
to
fall in yourself.
you
gotta fall in
you
head first.
you go to push Xena in, and she's like, she rolls her shoulder, and you fall into the hole.
damn it!
Go ahead and let's see.
Now
At
full
least
of
you'll land
sewage.
on Jonas.
Or the torch.
Or head first into the sewer.
You take 5 falling damage as you fall and hit the ground at Jonas's feet, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he reaches down and grabs your arm, and he's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine.
And then he'll pick you. He'll go to like lift you up, help lift you up and up the ground, and like wipe you off. Like,
Thanks.
wipe your shoulders. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. You must have missed that step or something.
Can I
No.
do the Yoda backpack and you levitate down? All right, so that's what she and I will do.
Okay. Yeah. So Xena's the only one left up at the top.
I was headed down the stairs when someone tried to assault me.
All right. So you guys are all down there. The sewer.
I will eat the crumbs.
You. Now that you've remembered a little bit better, seeing that intersection and coming down, it's all coming back to you. That you know exactly where you're walking to. So you walk.
All right, so we're all following in tow,
Yeah,
and I would like to cast Locate Object and focus on an ancient artifact.
Okay. Okay.
Are we walking
That's a
through water?
1,000 foot.
Like, are
No.
we like okay?
No,
'Cause
the
I was-
sewers are dried up. They're just nobody's been in there forever.
Here it's still very, very stinky, but they have like little ledges on the side, and then there's a
can walk
stream
around.
in the middle.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
I just
Apparently I was
if we were
wrong.
going to be like walking through sludge, I was going to levitate and push with my tails. I don't want to
Yeah.
touch the ground, but if not, it's fine.
Is there any sign of large spiders?
Where you're at now, no.
Okay. Any sign of
You just you all you guys smell is like that dank stonework
Yeah.
smell. You guys can really only see the mossy, like, gray stone as you're walking. You hear just the slight trickle of water, as like the,
So is there any way I can just use mold earth to make a path for us, like raise up whatever earth is in the sewer in order to walk on that versus walking directly in the
We're working on the side.
sewage?
There's like a.
There's a ledge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
are
what
on
he
like
said.
the very edge of it. It's like ledged off.
So this is
Like
a pretty
Teenage Mutant Ninja
sophisticated
Turtle
Yeah,
kind of sewer.
yeah.
sewer.
It's kind of
That's
because
exactly
these
what I was
Krendor and
visualizing.
Rillanon are the most advanced cities in the kingdom. So you guys have a pretty intricate,
Aqueduct system.
aqueduct sewer system.
All right.
So you guys travel, and with you leading the way and remembering where you're going, you eventually find that that singular doorway that you originally found and then walked through.
You mean the hallway?
Yes. No, not the hallway, but that the doorway that leads to that massive room where you fought the spiders.
Okay, so
originally.
DM, I'm gonna have to ask you to roll for a history check.
Okay. I remember
He's actually doing it. I love it.
I rolled a 15. So yeah, I remember.
He knows what he's talking about.
So this is the pillar room.
Yes, this
with
is
all
the
those-
pillar where
okay,
all the
and
spiders
there's
were. It's all been cleared out.
Okay, and there's nothing in there. Okay, well, we're gonna go around the corner, and there's gonna be a very tight hallway.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
Awesome.
single filed.
Oh, okay.
So
there.
on the other side of the room, there's this small alcove that goes about 15 feet back from what you guys can see in this room. There were 6 pillars in the main room that you were standing in, and in this little tiny single file hallway, it just ends.
I'm gonna feel on the walls to see if the carving is still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. Is it lined? Is it lined up?
No.
No, so I
The-
have to
the-
line it back up.
Yeah, you have to line it back up.
Okay, I'm gonna line it back up.
Yeah. So what?
Watch your feet.
As like Jonas is standing right behind her, and then you guys are behind Jonas. What you can see is that she's got like these, these carved out sections in the wall, and she's aligning them to a certain specification, and then a door opens up.
Yeah, it
floor
sounds like
opens.
a sliding puzzle.
And when she lines it up, you hear an engaged mechanism, and then the floor that's almost right underneath her opens up.
Okay.
I just jump in.
Okay. So we're still. I'm using the spell locate object.
Yeah,
We're still
yeah.
on the path.
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't you when you did locate object, when you started it, you didn't feel anything. How long does locate object last for?
Up to 10 minutes.
All right, so it took about 10 minutes from the start of you guys' walk to get to that main room where they fought the spiders originally. So it's dropped at this point.
Okay.
I apologize for dropping the ball on that one. I forgot about the locate object spell.
All right. I'm going to step around Jonas and jump down.
Okay. Yeah, and then Jonas will drop down, and he immediately, when he drops down, the first thing that you guys notice is that his head is still over, like, the hole. He drops down, and he's like, oh, shit, okay. And then he ducks down, and it's just this little tiny, like, path entrance kind of thing underneath the
It's like a crawl space
crawl space.
for you.
Anyone over like 6 foot or close to 6 foot.
Not over 6 feet.
Well, what I mean is like she's
Horns.
anyone over 5 foot tall. You're still over, like if you jump down, you're over the height of the.
So duck, so I don't
Yeah.
spark flames with my horns.
And as you guys are sitting there jumping,
I gracefully levitate down. I don't jump.
yes. Who's the last person to jump down? Are you still backpacking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only like 4 feet down. It's not that
did
far.
you backpack all the way to the main room?
No. No. It's no.
Yet.
All right. So I guess at some point you're just gonna be like, "Get off my leg, you little weirdo!" Just shake me off.
Yeah. God, he's humping her leg again.
It's like a Vern Troyer thing.
All right. Now that's over. Who's the last person? I just need to.
I'll go last.
All right. So as you're getting down and then you duck further down, as you're floating down because you're not jumping, you hear and you can actually see those mechanisms. They are changing back to the rearranging, and then that sliding door pops back up into place or re-engages and makes the floor again.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. This way. I'm gonna walk towards the big entrance area
Okay.
to the cavern, temple-ish thing.
I'm right behind Bar.
All right. Yeah. So you guys walk for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then as you are observing Bar as he just quickly walks into this room, what you guys walk into is there's a giant statue against the far wall of the many-faced god, wearing a mask, and then, like, along those masks, 6 this way and 6 this way along the wall are the other masks representing the different gods.
The trickster god.
Xena, do you think the many-faced god will be upset with us for not worshipping her anymore?
I
It
do
is
not.
a her, isn't it?
It is a her, and I do not believe so. Yadana was put into this role as the representation of all the gods. That's why she has many faces. We can continue to worship her as herself, and I believe that she will be fine. So I'm going to drop down on my knees in front of the statue and, oh, great Yadana, mistress of tricks.
So as you walk in and drop down and start to pray, Bar, you'll notice there's something different in the room than the last time you were in here. There is a scaffolding all the way to the left, and it goes all the way up, and there seems to be someone up at the top, kind of with some tools, kind of like, looks like brushing the mask.
Hey, what are you doing up there?
And like as the person like jumps and turns with hearing Xena proclaim her love for the god, and you yelling out, hey, they kind of, the scaffolding kind of sways, and they're a little startled. And the first thing you guys notice is that there was no light in here. What you see is this woman wearing brown robes. She's got long horns, and one of the tips of the horns is broken off. You also notice that she's...
Oh, so it's a lady on top of the
Yeah.
scaffolding. Okay.
I'm going to continue talking and announcing that, I come from the great god Cade. We've come to awaken you, not as the many-faced god, but as your true self, Yadana. I'm hoping to get some kind of reaction out of her.
I'd like to know if the monkeys are still in the bottom, in the base.
The monkeys?
Yes, are they jasmine monkeys?
They were jade,
Jade
monkeys.
monkeys. They were treasures that we found
Oh.
in the beginning, and what we did is we put them in the base. There's an opening at the base of the statue, and when we put them in there, the many-faced god's face flipped or changed into the 13th face, and it lit up, and it scared the crap out of us. We all ran. We were like, we're only level 3.
So to put it into they took a treasure and they put it in an alcove that's along the feet of the statue, and beams of light kind of like traveled up like veins into the mask, and then as they stood there, the mask lit up, and then all the other masks started to light up behind them, and you saw different designs in the masks representing different the different gods. But as you're like yelling and praying, the woman has taken more notice to you guys and turns and with a deep Russian accent, I'm not going to do because I can't pull it off, says, I'm not a goddess, but I need to know, what are you doing down here? Thank you for the praise.
She's not praying to you. But,
Like I said, you see a woman, she kind of has the same like horn design as Zakira. She's got purple skin and purple hair, and she's wearing brown. And you wouldn't think it worked together, but it looks really good.
Okay.
She seems to be pulling it off.
Out of curiosity, is Cade's mask still part of the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's still there.
Oh, okay,
it's still there.
because he's been awakened.
What is your name?
My name? What's your name?
Bardrin.
My name is Ulista.
Hello, Ulista.
That was a really weird pause right there.
Yeah. Ulista, can you tell us what you're doing here?
I was hired by the. I don't know why I'm blurting that out. I was hired by some individuals to examine this room for its historical reverence.
Insight check. $16.
Yeah, she is lying out of her ass.
Okay. I can tell that you're lying, young lady. You might as well come clean now and save yourself the embarrassment.
Oh, okay. It wasn't some people. It was
Theo?
yeah. What Bar said, that was ominous. Yeah. What Bar? What
Wasn't me
this
that time.
this dwarf here said. Bar was your name. Yeah. She kind of at this point is like climbing down the scaffolding to like walk up to you, and as she's walking up, she's brushing her clothes off, and it's smoke, like dust is puffing up. And as she walks up to you guys, and Jonas's light is illuminating everything, it's like kind of looking in the mirror, Zakira. You're seeing yourself.
Are you related?
I'm a little confused because I've never actually met my mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she's a little confused too as she's looking at you, and she's like, "Wow, are you
Why do you look like and sound like me too? Where are you from?
I'm from down south. I've come up to visit for a while, and I took up archaeology as a hobby, and I've gotten pretty good at it. And the court wizard hired me to.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I've just been down here. It's interesting to see a tiefling. I haven't seen another tiefling in a long time.
I haven't either. I haven't seen one since I've seen my uncle.
Who's your uncle?
Bob's your uncle.
No, it's not Bob.
Great lady. I'm still just praying as hard as I can, and
Yeah, you praying and
Yadana.
nothing is happening.
Yadana, great mistress of mayhem, lady of trickery, come to us now, awaken, arise, and help defeat the great danger that your people are under.
I'm going to lean over into Xena's ear, and I'm going to be like, can you command her to go away?
I can.
We
I'll
don't
be right
need
back.
her.
My uncle. I don't even know how to say this. My uncle's name is Vasiklo.
Vasiclo.
Sorrow.
Sorrow. Oh. And you kind of like see her break down a little bit. She gets like really like,
Wistful.
yes. Tears kind of like roll up in her eyes, and she's like, my little Zakira.
That's
I have quit praying and am watching this very intently.
Mom?
And then she just like, in her like,
Dun.
so like she had this like very like weak moment, and then she like stiffens up a little bit with that kind of like Russian feel to her, and she goes, baby, and then runs over and hugs you tight. I have been writing so many letters. You got all of my letters? I've sent them all
They're-
over the place.
They're in my room. I forgot.
Oh.
I have them though.
I have...
You have my letters for
Yeah.
my baby? Doing my research, the whole reason for the archaeology, and she takes you aside and away from everyone else. And she says, I've been trying to get you. This is it. I think this temple, what I'm doing right here, is going to end it.
And what?
Him. We're going to have no more problems.
You mean the prophecy?
Yes. Me, you, together here, it's like whatever the Russian word for kismet is.
It sounds like a Russian word to begin with.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
You know. And she's like, I didn't know how to word it in the last letter I sent, but I said, come to Krendor. I found it to be lovely, but this is what I'm doing. There's all of my research points to this as a way to shut him down.
He seems pretty shut down right now. Like, he hasn't really been talking to me anymore.
He's talking to you?
That's so, long story short, he's tried to have me killed several times.
God, baby. And she kind of whispers the and then she just grabs you and holds you, and she's like, I'm so sorry.
I mean,
Damn our ancestors and their need for power. But we're in this together.
I thought you guys were dead. Is Dad alive?
Dad is alive, but he didn't seem very interested in coming out of the valley. And so I felt so sorry for almost stabbing you in the heart at your birth that I've
Oh, that's some fucked up shit.
you're not there.
I know.
That we quickly sent you to your uncle, and I have been working my hardest to find a way, and I think I finally found it.
Have you found the artifact in here? We're looking for an artifact.
No, this is the only room I've found so far, but it is so interesting. And then she'll like turn and see and start talking to you, and like this is the goddess of trickery, and it's the center statue with the mask. Yadana. And then as she lists the different
Struggling to keep up.
it's bad. And then she just keeps going, like completely just forgets that you were just having a really intimate conversation about like Grazitz, and like she's found a way, and now she's on to this whole I found this awesome room. And then as she finishes going over the different masks and who they represent, she's like, and this alcove, I don't know what it was originally for. I think if you place a trinket in it, it's like a way of giving to the gods.
So it's like a sacrifice spot?
No, it's more like a place to place like gold for you know, Iuna for home and family, so that you can live you know, fruitful life and things like that. You'd place things here.
It's a temple, so
Yeah, I think that's exactly what this was a temple you come into, you pray to each mask, depending on what you need. You know, if you want to be victorious in battle, you would pray to Eurus's mask, and I think this was a great meeting place for the older culture that lived on this planet before us.
Well, if all the gods are sleeping or dead or whatever they are, I'm guessing that's why the temple went into disuse.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, there was through my studies, I did find out that at one point there was a larger city here when I don't know if you know anything about our ancient histories, but there were a race of beings called the Valinor, and she continues on this long-winded explanation of the Valinor and the battle of the gods, and how there was different cities, and there was an ancient city here, and it burned, and Krendor was eventually built on top of its remains, and that's where this temple has, you know.
I almost want to interrupt her and have Xena explain sky levels to her, just so that she stops talking.
So that keeps going, like it's one topic after another, but eventually she comes. But this is it. This is, if I can unlock it, I think we can.
Okay.
Find
Can I
the
cast
secrets
Identify on it.
On the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Are the monkeys still there?
No, there are no monkeys there.
Okay, thank you.
You guys grabbed the monkeys and ran.
No, we didn't.
They left them.
We left them in the spot.
Oh.
We took the treasure that went, there
Okay.
were some rubies and some...
So you guys just left the room with the masks lit up and everything? I'm pretty sure that... No, Rule has the jade monkeys.
Oh, lovely.
And Rule left. So, yeah, you can cast Identify on the statue. So you take your 10 minutes to do your ritual to cast it, and
So wait, we have to. So you put jade monkeys in there.
Yeah.
So it just has to be something of value.
Yes. And I think I still have a dove.
I have that Fabergé egg. It's worth 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
I also think I have a diamond.
Did you guys have golden doves and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I have a diamond and I have a Fabergé egg that I don't know what to do because I can't eat it.
And I still have a dove.
did you just say I have a Fabergé egg and I don't know what to do with it because I can't eat it?
Yes.
Yes, that is
Oh my
exactly
God,
what.
that's what Sakira would think, wouldn't it? What do I do with this? I can't eat it, you know.
I'm
Dove.
I'm going to take one of my pendants
Mm-hmm.
and wave it around and pray and put it into the slot.
Okay, so
Accept this as an offering of our
Sounds
gratitude.
like a toaster oven when she says it like that. Like, I'm going to cook pizza in the slot.
Oh, she might want pizza. She might be hungry,
So, when you casted Identify, you immediately know that there is some sort of magic about the statue, and that it revolves around transmutation magic.
Okay. So, out of that, I know. All right, so it's going to require us to do a little bit of alchemy, perhaps, using the elements.
I don't know.
Or is that abjuration?
Transmutation is giving something and it changing to something else.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
alchemy.
yeah, kind of, yeah, alchemy, yeah. Xena, as you place your little pendant in there, what you notice is that a light kind of appears in the cubby, and it travels up this like vein system up the statue and into the mask, and for just a few seconds the mask lights up, and it looks like a bunch of little dots, galaxies of stars coming off of the mask, and then it travels and it stops at the Cade mask, and the Cade mask stays lit up.
Let's give it more. Let's give her more.
I have a dove.
Give her the dove.
I'll put the dove in. Putting the dove in now.
It will take 8 to 10 minutes to cook.
Yeah, and
You have to eat the
ding!
bones.
So as you put the dove in, do you say any words or anything like that? Just want to know. She said words. So
What
are
did
you just?
say?
Are you
I
just?
said, accept this offering
Are you
of
just
our
throwing
tribute
a? Are you just
and
baseball
our,
throwing a?
You know, and our admiration. And I will go ahead and say that out loud and again.
No, I'm
and
just going to say, here's an offering.
Okay. So when you put your golden dove into the alcove and say your little words, that light pulses in the top mask, and it shoots to the right, but it lights up the mask that you recognize as Iona's. Whoa, Iona.
Iona.
It's
Fucking
three
write it
different
down,
names.
dude.
I know. Well, it's funny because, like I said, we have 3 different spellings for it.
oh yeah,
So,
you said go with my spelling.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what was your spelling?
Eiona.
Which would be Iona, right?
possibly.
Iona? Or would
Iona.
Iona?
Yeah.
Just
We-
phonetically
Iona?
spell it.
Yeah.
Just phonetically. So
That's
you-
what I-
It's
We have to find-
Iona.
We have to find more things. We have to light up every one of the masks.
But will only the ones we have artifacts for light up?
No, I honestly, it looks like it's lighting up every god that we
Have
follow.
have
And
interacted.
you follow Grazitz. Is he up there?
Grass, it's not up there.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
no.
so. That's why I'm like,
What
I
does your
So
mom
Revendra.
worship?
He's
Do
good
I
to
see
have,
the
like, a
face of
cod face
Revendra?
up there.
Yeah. The mask of
So-
Revandra's up there. It's a.
Do you
looks
have
like
an offering?
It looks like a.
Really? No, not
I
much.
have a, like, will a diamond work?
It kind of looks like a candy skull mask. You know, her mask.
So I guess I could put a platinum piece on the.
Yeah, whatever you want to, you know,
Okay, yeah.
they put what they've had. So like she put a wooden pendant that's been painted gold.
We haven't
In
been
it.
looting bodies or much,
Yeah,
so
no.
it's not
I
like
tried
I've
to, but
been
I
hoarding.
don't find a whole lot.
Yeah.
I
We
usually
No.
find dead shit.
Yeah.
Nothing
You guys
ever
have killed a lot
hangs
of
around
beasts
dead
and
shit.
Most
monstrosities
shit
and
is
stuff.
dead, yes.
I have a diamond you could use if you want.
No, yeah, let's try it. Thank you. All right, so I'll take the diamond from her. And is it an altar? You said?
It's kind of a cubby.
Yeah, it's like a cubby at the base of the feet of the
It's a
of
microwave?
statue.
I'll put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Set it to burrito.
Well, she referred to it as a
Toaster.
toaster oven or something
There's
earlier.
a slot. You're putting pizza in the slot.
So what happens?
So when you put it in there, sure enough, the light lights up, and it goes again to the right. So you have one light lit up on the left. You have the main statue lit up, and then 2 on the right. And it's Revendra's mask lights up.
Fantastic. So all 3 of our gods light up. What else happens?
So Jonas kind of like looks around and looks at you guys and walks over and
God, he was in there.
flicks a coin into it, and over to the left, the light travels and then lights up, and the Eurus mask lights up.
I think it's the god of war. Maybe. I don't know. I handed him my sheet.
I have it written down. I'll go dig it up. All right. So after Eurus's face lights up, anything else happen?
That's 4.
That's 4.
What is my mom
We
doing?
need a fucking
during all
12.
of this?
So
I'll get
as
there.
as that first like face, all the light happened, your mom's like jaw dropped, and she's beaming with like, oh my god, because she's never like seen anything like this. She's used to just digging and finding antiquities in the ground, and now she's like, holy shit, you know.
Zakira,
in there.
Zakira, put something in.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the Fabergé egg. It's worth 1,000.
Okay.
gold.
Okay. So when you put the Fabergé egg in there, the mask, like the light travels to different masks, almost like a roulette wheel when you do it, and it stops on Aethys, the god of birth and youth.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the other tiefling, who I don't quite know who it is yet. And do you have anything you can put in?
The tiefling, she walks over and when she pulls out like a brush from her kit, from her archaeology kit, and puts it in and puts her head down, and she prays for a little bit, and then the very far right mask lights up, and it's the mask for Zamar, which is the god of chaos.
Sweet.
We have a lot of chaos in our family.
So now we need to find more treasures.
I'm going to put a piece of gold in. Another, just a
Okay.
piece of gold in.
All right.
A gold piece. Piece of gold.
So what happens is that burst of light at the bottom at the pedestal alcove thing lights up, and it travels up, and it goes back to Ayana, and
We have to find people, individuals that are attuned to each of these other gods.
I'm sorry. If I'd have known this was going to be a pain in the ass, I would have prepared to bring other people.
Perhaps
Maybe you should write down the ones that we need so we know who to look for.
yes, let's write down.
What are the other faces?
Eudice, god of order.
What?
Or, did I say that right?
yeah, Eudice,
Euite.
Euitis.
Yeah, there we go. That's the god of order.
Write down order as well.
To Theos, which is ocean and waterways.
To Theos. Oceans and waterways. Uis is time.
Niuna is home and family, but that's yours, right?
Can you tell me what that name was again?
Hers was Aethys.
Yes, like YUSS.
Okay, she's having trouble getting things written down.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. All right, so I have a list of all the gods. It's fine. We'll go with that. And so are we in the same mindset that we have to find somebody for each of these gods in order to open up this temple?
Yes.
All right, so we need to find a magic user. We need to find somebody who is...
Boatman.
yeah, that. The one for war and victory, maybe a soldier.
Wait, what-
Eurus is already lit up.
See that
Who got
that's the-
Eurus?
Jonas.
See,
Jonas
that-
lit up
Oh,
Eurus.
okay.
This is the issue, is we don't know who is lit. I can't keep up with who's
Okay,
lit up.
do you
and
want
who's
me to
not.
tell you who's lit up everything? Because I can do that for you.
Yes.
Okay, when Xena's item lit up Cade. Elatar lit up Ravendra. Zakira lit up Aethys, which is the god of birth and youth. You lit up Iona. And Yadana was already lit up. That was the very first one. And then Eurus was Jonas, and Zamar was Chaos, which was
What was the last one?
Zamar.
Zamar
Okay.
was lit up. So you've got 7 lit up of 13 total masks have been lit up. So you've only got 6
Yes.
more to light up.
Yes, I wonder who would be for your time. Who controls time? Is there anyone that either of you know?
Perhaps a night watchman.
Or
Who's was my first thought on that. But I don't know if he'll come down here.
Pouget.
Jay?
That was heavy on the poo.
Is there a is there
He said pew.
is there a bell tower? Is there
In Krendor?
in Krendor, is there something that rings on the hour
So-
or rings at?
Temple Square has multiple temples, and there is temples there that ring bells.
Then we need to find a bell ringer who needs to come down. He keeps the time. They keep the time. The god of water, we need a boatman. The god of order, we need a lawyer or a judge.
Sounds like you know what we're looking for.
What are some of the others?
The remainders is magic, home and family, time, ocean and waters, and order.
Home and family, we need a mother. And
We have,
We
a,
have
mo-
a
we
mother.
have a mother. My mom.
we need a, okay, then we
She
need
lit up when she did it. It lit up
Chaos.
chaos,
Okay.
and yeah.
I
Zamar.
wonder if we were to put something in there together, that would be family.
Let's try. I'm gonna take out a pearl, and hand it to Alatar, and
Oh,
we're gonna
it's
try.
my offering. It's still going to land on Revendra.
No,
It's whoever puts it in.
we're trying to put it in as a family, as a group. So
I meant me and my mom,
oh,
because we're actual family.
all right. Try. I was thinking you meant.
That's what I thought.
All right.
So are you handing the pearl?
I guess I'm handing the pearl to Zakira.
Okay.
Okay, so me and my mom are gonna intertwine tails. So we're
Oh.
like, oh, and then we'll both put the pearl in
Okay.
to
Alright.
the slot.
Yeah. We'll say the light bursts up and in, and then it lights up the home and family mask.
All right.
Name.
And Iuna. That's why I keep getting mixed up. Well, that's what I got written here, but she did quick spellings of it. What does what's the list, the phonetic list on the computer say for family?
The family Niuna.
Niuna. Okay.
Or Nai.
Niuna. Okay.
All right. How about
It's a beetle.
little
Not
bug?
having a good day.
all right. So that was family. Water. Does anyone have any liquid? Any water? Bar.
I have wine. It's not water.
I'm sure I've got a wineskin full of water.
Theo. Oh my God. I'm apparently.
Say
we're
it 2
all-
more times.
Same too much. You're calling. All right. Let's. You have water. Let's take a cup.
I just pour some water on the altar, right?
Okay. Yeah. When you pour the water on it, the light raises up, and it starts to go to the mask for the water, the god of water and waterways, ocean and waterways, and but it then backtrack and lands back on Ravendra.
It's something that has to stay. So, does anyone have a cup? Anyone have a cup?
No.
Or I have a tiny vial with holy water in it. I'm gonna take that and put it in,
Okay. All right. So when you do that,
and call upon the name of whatever.
and when you call upon the name of the goddess of or god of water and waterways, yes. Oh yeah, that's what it is, right? My brain tonight.
Yeah.
Atheus, yeah. It goes to the mask and lights it up. So
All right.
that is one more mask lit up.
What do we have left?
Use.
Eus, which is the god of time.
Eudis. And
So we have the god of time and
God of-
Maitreya.
It's the god of magic, the god of time, and I believe the god of order.
Okay. You-
shit.
Do either of you have a magical item you would be willing to part with?
I could use the wand.
But do we really want to part with that?
No.
What about your?
What about one
Oh.
of the runes?
Well, I could make a quick rune stone.
I can just toss mine in there.
No, don't waste it. Don't waste it. It's fine. I'll, shits and giggles, I'll just do an explosive rune stone. Not a shield rune stone.
Jesus.
Okay.
That should have been for chaos.
Maybe it will be.
Chaos is already lit.
Well, I mean, I could just cast Mage Hand on to the altar. That's a magical thing.
Try it.
Boop.
Casting mage hand.
Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand is literally just going to be like, boop.
Okay. When you do that, the light shoots up and goes over, and it lights up the god of magic's mask.
All right, we have two more: the god of order and the god of time. Just
Well, I'm the oldest one here. If I just sit on the altar, does that, like, count for time?
God
Can one of you pick me up? I'm too short. Help me.
yeah.
Help an old man.
Does anyone have a timepiece?
I was gonna say, why don't you put Peckerhead in there?
Peckerhead, why?
Because he's dead.
Undead.
Undead. Just do it.
So Jonas is gonna go, what about a candle?
Oh,
A
Try it.
candle.
Put some marks on it. That's how they used
Yeah.
to tell time.
yeah.
You light the candle, and by the time it burns out,
This
time
is
runs
why
out.
we brought you.
They used to do that. They used to make candles
Yes.
for time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a candle?
Yeah.
Put it in there.
He'll
Light
reach
it.
into his
Right.
pocket.
Should it be lit?
Yeah, I use these to mark when I'm in caves, when I'm hunting some of these monsters. I use it to mark where I'm going, but this is a perfect excuse for it. So, puts the candle in there,
Brilliant.
and then he takes a flint and steel and starts flicking it, and he's like, 1 minute. And he just sits there for like 2.5 minutes.
Can I just cast like Eldritch Blast on that candle and just like light it?
Just don't aim it at the candle.
So this alcove is like a 2 foot by like 3 foot deep, and you guys have it full of stuff, and Zakira's just gonna go Eldritch Blast right into it.
Well, I could ask Barnabas to light it, I suppose.
Oh, just touch the candle to Barnabas.
I don't think it works that way.
No,
But
no.
he's lit.
His laser beams are what lights things on fire.
Oh.
So I can touch him then.
Yeah, you touch
didn't
him.
know that.
You grabbed onto him and floated before, I think, didn't you?
I tried to.
Oh,
but
and it
then
just- yeah, it
y'all
sunk.
mentioned that he was on fire, so I was
So
like,
does Jonas get that candle lit? Finally?
Yeah. Enough spark hits it that it lights up.
Okay, fine.
And when it lights up, he closes his eyes and he prays, and the light travels up and lights up the god of time's mask.
One more.
How do we do order? Does anyone
oh my god. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't
Does
know if I
anyone
have
have a
it.
piece of parchment?
Sure. Yeah, I do.
So write something in order. Or in order. Be like, I want the pizza with mushrooms on it or something. Put that in there.
What's a pizza?
I don't know, but it
Flatbread.
apparently goes in the slot.
Flatbread.
All right. So if I pull out the parchment and I write the alphabet in order, and then I'll write underneath that the numbers in order, like 1 through 10,
Okay.
and then place it on the altar. And then as I'm placing it, I'll be like large cheese with pepperoni.
I rolled for it. Yeah, it works.
Oh my god.
So,
What happened?
Do we get a pizza?
Does the pizza does it go ding?
no, there's no pizza appears. But I
Hot
like the
steak.
fact that I had to roll for it because I was like, that's pretty dumb. But as
It
you,
was my idea.
yeah.
Great.
So as the last mask lights up, they all then start to change. It's no longer this like white color coming out of it. This white light, they all different colors start to appear in the masks, and they come down, and at the foot of this large statue starts to actually transform and change, and a portal opens up like an entrance to deeper.
We've just witnessed a miracle.
I'm going in.
I think we just solved a big old puzzle.
And we did.
That was a pain in my ass.
The gods are with us.
But you know, Bar, that was a lot easier than us having to go out and find people.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was.
Yes. The gods are with us. I'm right behind you, Bar.
Okay, we're going in.
At that note, we're going to take a quick break.
Oh yay.
Welcome back. So, you guys are standing at this fully formed entranceway at the base of this statue. Like the legs have kind of opened up and formed and changed, like almost like Roblox or, Transformer
So does
kind
the
of
statue
thing.
like spread eagle and like
No,
it's,
like it was standing, and then the legs kind of like disappeared, and like reformed into an entranceway.
Okay, so I will start walking forward into the entrance.
Yeah.
We already did.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was
So
just
confused.
I'm just kind of recapping what
Gotcha.
happened, and
Then we are walking through.
Here we go. Is Zakira's mother following us?
That's up to her.
What was the question?
so Zakira's mother is kind of flabbergasted and has ran back over to the one scaffolding on that last mask all the way to the left, and is running up it or like climbing it, and she's like, I gotta get my notebook. She's like, I gotta write all these notes, and she is occupied.
All right.
I'm going to telepathically say to her, Mom, do you want to come with us or do you want to stay here?
I want to come, but just give me a minute, and is furiously writing in a notebook.
Are you waiting for her?
I'm with you guys. I just telepathically talked to
Oh,
her.
okay.
So, do you guys want to
My mom wants to come, but she's like busy writing this all down.
Perhaps she could join us as soon as she's ready. I mean, it's kind of a one-way in.
Well, let's just wait for her.
Oh, all right.
Well, I was gonna say we might want to go ahead and scout and see if it's safe. I don't want her, like, to get hurt.
Fine.
All right.
While we're waiting for her, I'll just do a 10-minute speech to prepare,
Yay.
just in case.
That sounds like a good plan.
And
All right.
that gives us 9.
It's
So-
plus 9.
It's 10. I thought she leveled.
Yeah, it's whatever the thing is. So isn't it your level plus your charisma modifier?
I don't know. You have to look it up.
I'll look it up.
I'm pretty sure we
Let's
had
just say
figured
10.
out that it was 10.
Yeah, because I think before we leveled it was 9.
Duh.
All right. I'll take
I
10.
apologize. It is here. Add plus 10 hit points. So yeah, it goes up when you level.
Mm-hmm.
So that -5 damage
Yes, go.
is gone.
Oh, did you have 5 missing damage? So it's not gone.
It
What
was falling damage.
Oh yeah. So what happens is
Damage
you
is
get
damage, right?
so yeah. So what it does is it's temporary damage. It's temporary hit points is what you gain. Yes, and it's your level plus your charisma modifier. So what is your charisma modifier? +1?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it's 10. Okay. And what happens what happens for like you would be it negates that 5 and adds an extra 5. So you're back to your max plus
Plus-
5 temporary hit points. She took 5 damage earlier from falling.
That's not how that works.
have the temporary 10.
Yeah, that's what
But
basically
That's not
means.
how that works?
Yeah. So it's called a buff. You're buffering. You still lost those 5 hit points. So whatever your max is, you reduce that down. So you're keeping track of your hit points. But then in another block, you have your buff, which is these 10 hit points.
See, I'm currently
Which if you
down
take damage,
to
you use the
55.
buff first.
So I have your 10, and I will take from that pool first if I take damage, and then it will come from here. So I'm still missing those normal hit points.
Yes. That's what I was trying to say. So whatever you have.
Why are you so low? We
I don't-
rested.
I don't remember why, to be honest with you.
Oh. If you rested and you haven't taken any damage,
I don't know.
You
I
should
just
be
know.
back
Yeah.
up to par.
you should be if you took a long rest, you should
I'm
be
the
back
only
up to
one
par.
who has
I
damage.
just,
Yeah.
I just know I have a spell slot used for the dimension door.
Yes,
So-
that's
Right.
yeah.
But you should have all your hit points.
Yeah. Which I think all of my hit points need to be updated because I think I have you at 57, Sekira, and I haven't changed it in a minute.
So they say that was like 2 or 3 levels.
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
I'm at 75 now.
Oh, nice.
So we should perhaps
what's your AC?
check for traps.
It's normally 13, but I think I got a +2 with the cloak.
Yes. So
I'm
it's
at the 15.
yeah.
Okay.
So she's
so
at 15.
your hit points are 75? Okay. Sorry about that. I
So what do we see?
apparently updated everybody else, but hers.
So what you see is this portal has opened up and it's a long dark hallway going down, and you can see about 30 feet into that dark hallway,
need
this hazy
Barnabas.
gray haze. But after that 30 feet, it kind of just goes dark.
Okay. Well, keep walking.
So after the 10-minute speech and everything, you guys start to walk down the hall. The torch that Jonas has starts to flicker and go out, and he kind of grabs onto the back of whoever is in front of him.
Can you have Barnabas light our way?
Nah, I have him up, so he can go first.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't make Jonas nervous.
Didn't we have a meal with us? What the hell happened to him?
No.
Emil did not come with us. I
He just-
paid him to keep an eye on Theo.
He showed you,
Theo.
yeah,
Okay, never
yeah.
mind,
He showed
sorry.
you the exact manhole cover, and then she paid him a shit ton of money
calling it
to
that.
go to
Sewer grate. Would you
Sewer
rather
grate.
Sewer grate?
Yes,
yeah,
the sewer grate sounds
sewer
so
grate,
much better.
and then she paid him to go chase after Theo and watch him.
Manhole.
Manhole cover.
This
And,
wasn't like a glory hole cover.
So, as you guys are like walking down, you hear Zakira's mother in the back is like, she's like, imagine it. No one's touched these walls in thousands of years. And she like rubs it and all this like dirt and dust kind of like fall.
Can I do a minor illusion and make like an illusion of a skeletal hand just reach out and grab her as she's touching the wall?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You creep her
yeah, you
out.
can totally do that.
Like it's very clearly an illusion.
Yeah, but she rolled an 8 to like see through it, like to
Oh.
determine that it wasn't an illusion,
Okay.
and so she totally thinks a skeletal hand just reached out to grab her, and you hear like a blood curdling scream, and then you hear just like a ah and a bunch of cursing in Russian as you hear a small pick hammer just slam into the wall.
I'll just say, careful, Miss Sorrow. It's dangerous down here.
God.
Kind of. Is
And then
everything all right?
and then she's gonna go, everyone, there's something here, and it's trying to play with our minds. Be careful.
All right.
And she's gonna
Yeah, it's
look
Elatar playing with you.
look around.
So can I just hang back and I'll just go, I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry. I want to break the ice and get to know you. I guess I should do this in Eltar's voice. I'd like to get to know you a little better. Stay a while and listen to my
Oh, God.
questions. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna be like, what is it that you have invested in understanding Grassitz and his weaknesses and powers?
Oh, Elatar, your voice has changed.
It's so much-
she
it's so smooth.
she looks a little taken aback by your frontness, like you're just obvious, like, so Grassitz, how about that guy? Heard he's cut like Jesus, and she's like she kind of tightens up a little bit, and she's like, he's a demon, and he's a disease on this planet, and he must be eradicated. And then kind of like fluffs her hair and, no more of your illusionary magic, sir, please. And then yells like, Zakira, wait for me, and tries to like walk past you. But you guys are in like a 5 foot, like, it's a
So how
pretty
old is
tight.
she?
Zakira's mother?
Yeah.
She's going to be in her probably late 40s, early 50s, because I'm 34.
That's still robbing the cradle for me.
Anything is robbing the cradle for you.
Except maybe one of those
anything?
skeletons.
You're like 400 years old.
Yeah. What?
Like
Elves.
you and Pug are, yeah,
You know what?
exactly.
I'm
You
gonna
need to go
go
find some
get
fucking
Fran's
elves.
number.
Yeah, there you go. Fran's like, as long as I can smoke during, I'm good.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Smokes out of like a hole in her
Yes,
throat.
yeah.
Oh, God.
She's 2 days from retirement, and she's done with this shit, kind of woman. So you guys walk down this little entrance hallway, and as you keep going farther and farther, the walls eventually stop being, kind of looking like they were built, and it starts to actually become more like cave-like as you come to an opening in a room, and there's a giant pillar in the center of the room. and it looks like it curves the room curves to the right and to the left around this pillar.
What does the pillar look like?
A giant black pillar.
Like an,
An obelisk?
I was going to say like
not
an
a-
obelisk.
Not like an obelisk. It's
It's-
a circular.
And it's like a pillar, like a
Pillar,
Grecian
yeah,
pillar.
a
Can we
Grecian
see the
pillar.
top of it?
Give me a perception check.
That's not the right.
So aggressive with her dice.
Metal
Like,
dice.
you have the ability to detect magic, don't you?
I do. And I got a 13 on perception.
She does?
So you look up and you
sorry.
squint your eyes, and you even bring like your eagle
Yeah.
goggles down, and you're
I should
looking.
roll again.
Yeah, go ahead and roll because you got advantage on it.
Can you detect magic?
No. First one, 13.
Okay, so with that 13, like I said, you look up and it goes up and just about like where your vision can really like get you to with the dark vision. It seems like it ends right there. Like you can see a kind of like a haze of a ceiling. And you look at when you're looking up there, you can see like cobwebs all along the ceiling.
Can I check for traps of any kind?
Yeah.
Remember, you get the advantage.
20.
Oh, never
And she
I don't need
Yeah.
advantage.
So when you're searching for traps, you do find a couple of different what are they called? You step on them and they move. What's that called? My brain.
Plates?
Yeah.
Pressure plate?
Pressure plates. Right. Going to the right and then one going to the left. You find two different pressure plates. About 5 foot in length.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
What's wrong?
There's pressure plates on the floor.
Okay.
Oh.
I can just levitate over them to the other side if you want.
Yes,
Very
Sakura, go
true.
float. Go float yourself.
You can jump.
That kind of sounded like your mom.
Yeah, you did. You sounded like my mom.
Ew.
Go float yourself.
So, and examining the pressure plates, you see around the edges that the stonework doesn't like. There's a gap, and you're assuming that when you step on the pressure plate, something comes up and traps your foot.
Like a bear trap.
From your-
Yeah.
Okay.
Toss your wineskin onto it.
I don't want to lose
I-
it.
So
I want to know
if
more
it's
why
a-
she's jealous over the fact I can levitate.
So anyway,
You.
I'm gonna walk up with my staff and just kind of poke at the pressure plate, see if I can get to trigger and grab the staff.
Give me. Oh, you're not trying to move the staff. You just want to see if it triggers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poke it with one of the rods.
The immovable rods?
Yeah.
I don't have them.
I can give you one of them.
I
Here,
had.
Poke it with this.
I have just one rod. I don't need yours.
Okay. So.
I wasn't going there, but I'm sorry. that it
so,
went-
It's called a wand of wonder.
Too bad
so,
it's so unpredictable.
Elatar
to
presses
censor
the and you'll notice that the minute you like touch the staff of power to the pressure plate, it immediately you guys hear a release and some gears and these two massive blades kind of come up and smash into the wand, the staff of power.
But it doesn't break the staff, right?
Let's see.
Hope not, because I've
Hey,
heard
you
that
haven't-
breaking it over your knee is not a good idea.
Well, that's why I was like, all right, I just want to double check.
It does not break it, but it is engaged, and it's not going anywhere. And you can kind of see that like the metal that like made contact with the staff is kind of bent and like curling and digging in a little bit. So it's stuck.
Okay. But I can like ask one of these people to help me and we can pry it open, right?
Yes, you can try to pry it open.
All right. Either of you tough, strong people willing to give me a hand with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can pull it open.
Okay,
and
so
get it out.
are you going to do the roll for the strength check, or are you giving that option to somebody else and having them help?
She said she'd help me.
I'm,
All right.
I'm going to
So-
touch and give a guidance, which adds 1d4 to the ability.
Oh, okay. So you get to add a D4 roll to your strength advantage, because he's helping you with like Volcrum, like using the staff
There it is.
to try to release it. So you get to roll that D20 twice and take the higher number and add that
And add a D4.
plus 3.
This is a D4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I don't know how to read that.
that's the bottom number.
Okay, 4.
4. So 18 plus 4 plus your strength modifier?
Yeah.
Is that what? Or is that 18 with the strength modifier?
18 was the D20.
Okay.
The 4 is the D4. And then 4 is my modifier.
Okay. Yeah.
She's just gonna slam that plate like
26.
back down.
Yeah,
Just be like,
exactly.
Um,
So she literally sorry, that was my phone. Yeah.
a
You
word
just
from our sponsor.
she literally goes, "Yeah, I'll help you," and grabs it, and as you like barely start to wiggle the staff of power, she just kind of goes plump, and it slams down, and you're able to take the weight off of the staff of power off the pressure plate, and everything seems still.
The plate's been triggered, so we don't have to worry about it like
Yeah. So
getting
yeah,
us
it's
or
like she
anything.
opens it, you release, and then it comes back up.
It smells like it's done.
I can set a timer, but it's like 18 to 22 minutes.
Oh.
So yeah, and when you get it free, the plates kind of those metal bands come back up and smack back into each other. So it's activated. Like the trap is.
So the path is clear.
Yeah,
So
you guys have to like, duck around it or just climb over it or whatever. But it's activated.
I say this way is clear. If anyone wants to venture forward,
I don't think someone wanted us this way, and I'm going to climber over the plate.
Yeah. Jonas, watching you. Watching you like just
it's fine.
rip that metal apart. He literally just kind of like laughs and he's like, "Yeah," and climbs up over it and continues to walk with you. Again, touching your shoulder
Yeah.
as you guys walk. You come around the pillar and it seems to be just another continuous hallway.
All right.
Can I just keep running?
Yeah, you can start running.
Elatar Shadestone!
So as
Really
you
charge
run,
in.
as you charge 40 feet ahead,
Oh, boy.
Is your middle name Leroy?
you literally
He's my other cousin.
40 feet.
I'm just kind of standing there with my mouth open.
You run 30 feet ahead into this hallway, 40 feet, and eventually you hit another pressure plate.
Like I trigger it?
Yeah, you
Sweet.
totally running, trigger. Yep.
All right. So, Dex saving throw, I'm guessing?
Yeah, you're going to roll a dex saving throw.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. That's it. 16.
Wow. So as you're running, you hit this pressure plate and you run about another 5 feet, and right past that that extra 5 feet, this giant metal spiked like portcullis kind of like gadget slams down into the ground with spikes all over it.
Okay, so behind me though.
Yeah,
right?
but behind you, you completely run
Sweet.
right past it.
Wow, that was close.
I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Wait right there. We're
Okay,
Are
so-
we going to
behind
be able to
you.
get through now? Is it-
There is it looks like the the insides of a mattress. When you ripped all the fabric off of it, it's kind of got that frame look to it, and there's spikes, and you notice that they're like the spikes have gone into these holes that are in the ground. So like whatever it would have smashed down onto, it would have pinned them to the ground.
Glued them, yes.
Uh-huh.
But does it go back
Christ.
away so that we can get through?
No, it's there. It looks like there's a chain that's now in the middle of the hallway, and if you look, as he was running right past, because he was just running full tilt, Leroy Jenkins style, he didn't notice that there's like a crumbling, like entranceway right. It's like an intersection where this all kind of happened, and so there's a pathway to your right as you guys have met up with him.
Well, we need to get him out.
He's not stuck behind anything. There's just
Oh.
like a chain hanging from the and
Okay.
this engaged trap now just sitting there.
Sitting there. So
Did
he's
you
not
learn your
trapped
lesson?
behind it. He's
No.
in front of it.
okay.
Yeah.
He's in front of it where we can get to him. Okay.
Well, he just has to climb over it. It's just
Oh.
been engaged. It's just now sitting in the ground.
Okay.
Said that 3 times.
Well,
Okay, so
It's hard to
anyways,
visualize.
we're gonna go down the crumbling hallway, right?
Well, yeah, there's a crumbling hallway to you guys' to your left and to their right as they've walked up to the trap.
So there's 2 hallways we can
No.
go down.
Yeah, you could either continue down the long hallway that you
Or
guys
turn
are on,
right.
or turn right.
You's gonna have to draw a diagram if this turns into a maze.
Can you sense the artifact anywhere?
I can try.
I can try also.
You have
I have,
locate object.
I have divine sense. So I can use that to.
Hers is free.
Yeah, hers is free, but it would be like creatures.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it's not objects.
Okay.
Jeremy Crawford would be
Well,
like, it's
yeah.
an
Said that 5
object, not a
minutes ago.
creature.
No, because it's like I can I can detect it. If it's been desecrated, I would think.
So anyways, locate object.
All right, so when you pop object, you sense the object is to this down that crumbling hallway. So basically, like south from your trajectory from where you're at right now.
Okay, so I'm still gonna just this way, and then start charging. And I'm like, oh wait, and then start just walking slowly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And this is you're going to the right.
You're going down the crumbly
Crumbling
hallway.
yeah.
Here, look. This is any place or object.
I can sense there's magical items this way.
Following Elatar.
Yep.
Okay. So Elatar is leading the way, and Jonas is
Can we get
Elatar,
grabbing.
Could you teach that spell to my mom? Because I bet that would help her a lot with her archaeology.
And then she'll peep up and go, yeah, oh yes, that would help out a lot.
Are you an arcane user?
I dabble in a little bit of magic, healing mostly.
Distractions.
Ay, the
many
kitties today, huh? The
Anyways,
kitty cats.
Yeah, so we can work on that later. But for right now, let's continue tracing this magical energy that I am sensing to find the artifact.
All right. So as you're walking and you're now like using the staff of power, almost like a 10-foot pole ahead of you, you're like touching.
Little blind sensing rod.
All right. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check as you're going.
I can investigate the shit out of this place. 27.
Yeah. So, you guys get
Having advantage.
as you
awesome.
walk.
What? What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
All right, continue.
So, what's the ability that gives you advantage on investigation checks?
So I have
Just for my knowledge.
advantage against magic. Advantage on intelligence against magic. I guess
Advantage
that's
on
not.
that's not technically investigation. I mean, that would be a investigation against magical items, but right now
So,
you're doing.
Excuse me. My original investigation was 12 then.
Oh, okay. It's enough. You get about another 40. Let's see. So you get about 50 feet down, and you come to this next intersection of this very tight, crumbling hallway, and it goes left. And you can see it goes all the way down, and there seems to be alcoves to the right and left down this hallway to your left. And then you look right, and it's only like 10 feet in, and it's all broken and crumbling, and you can't see any further into
Yeah,
it.
but we've been using the locate object.
It's
spell
yeah,
to
the
guide
locate
us.
object is still pointing you straight ahead, but I'm just letting you know that you've come to an intersection with different ways, but they're still straight ahead.
If we need the map, he's got a map. That's what I'm going to go off of. He knows where we are. So if we forget where we are, I'm just going to say, it's in your head or on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
He'll just have to tell us. So if you want to...
Theater of the mind.
This is why we don't record video. So we're continuing the path, the magical trail that has been leading us. That spell only lasts for 10 minutes, so does that
Yeah, so
define us?
I
We're
need
gonna
to.
hurry.
That is another thing that I need to know. Because you are looking for traps now, you have been moving at a slow pace, right?
Yes.
Just trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
so-
I'll just have her be point person, but I'll be directly behind you, so I'm still tracking the locate object. But
All right. So as you guys are like as this hallway goes farther, it starts to crumble, and the pathway becomes a difficult terrain. And you guys are moving at a slower pace.
Like how difficult?
Like it's moving half of your speed as normal.
But we haven't detected any traps yet.
You haven't detected any traps.
Avatar, if you have mold earth, you can get rid of the difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just letting you
That would
know.
be very helpful.
Yeah, if we both use mold earth, it basically turns 2 paces in front of us, like 10 feet in front of us and 10 feet behind us. So all of us would be walking on normal terrain at that point. We'd have to just constantly focus on casting that cantrip.
I did not have mold earth. I did
Mold
not
earth?
take
Oh,
it.
she did not take mold earth.
I'm just saying you have
You
it.
fool!
I took the cantrip that lets me throw little pebbles and blow shit up.
All right. So,
Oh.
anyways, she and I are still detecting traps, and like I'm gonna use the mold earth,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kind of help her make it easier.
Okay, so yeah, now you guys are kind of moving. We'll say that with the mold earth and everything, you guys are moving at a normal pace.
I'm sorry, what?
So as you come up to the next intersection, and you're checking for traps as you're going.
Yes.
So what's your latest roll?
That was the same one earlier. 14, which is 15.
All right. So with that one, you find another. But this time it's not a pressure plate. This time it's a. Seems to be a string, and it's again in another 4-way intersection, and there's a string on every wall, like at the bottom where you walk. you
Can-
detected a
it's like
string.
a fishing line.
Can we
Yes.
step over it?
Tripwire.
Yes, you can step over it.
I'm. What do I have? I'm gonna take a gold piece and toss it over it.
These are man-made.
Yes,
This is a temple. The whole thing is man-made.
I'm gonna toss it over it and see if anything triggers before we step over it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So when you throw the coin onto into the center of this intersection, the floor falls out, and now it's just a open 5-foot hole
Great.
in the middle of this intersection.
With no way to get around it.
You can do checks to jump across to the different intersections, or to the different hallways.
Which direction are we going into? Are we going
I
straight?
don't know.
You guys have been going south. His detect object has been going off and has been telling him to go south down this very long hallway. And you've come to the second intersection. And again, you see, looking down the intersections,
Does it look like that?
yes. And then
Okay.
there's strings lined up along every intersection as well, like into the hallways of every one of them.
Which direction,
Yes.
Alatar?
It's still telling Elatar it's still telling you to go south.
All right.
So
Well, you can
we keep
levitate
going.
with
Da- I'm-
Alatar.
I'm
Can
going
you
to-
can you toss me? Oh, what do we do with Jonas?
And my mom.
Jonas is bigger than me. I'm sure he can make it if he jumps.
All right.
I'll throw you.
Thank you.
Can I throw
We're
her
gonna-
hard?
We're going
No.
to go- we're
How
going
big is the
to-
walkway?
So it's a 5-foot. Yeah, it's been a single file like hallway that you guys are in this
But
entire
it's not
time.
something like big enough that I could just hop on the Phantom Steed and like hop.
Yeah, you would if you casted the Phantom steed in here, it would not fit.
Okay.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah, you guys you're walking in it, and your elbows are almost your shoulders are almost like
It's
you got
single
like
file.
that. Yeah, it's
You
a
brush
very
the
tight
wall.
tight fit. And now there's, like I said, you've got these threads, these strings lined, and she threw a coin and opened the floor, and you can see down into the pit. There's spikes all on the bottom of the floor.
What the fuck is wrong with the cats?
They're cats. Cats do not obey the laws of physics.
Okay, so I've got a ring of jumping. I'm just
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to jump.
Are you just jumping directly south?
We're going the direction Alatar pointed
Yeah,
out.
so he's
south.
he's
So
telling you to go
south,
south.
yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check. That's for jumping.
We. Is that a 9? Ooh, 13 plus 9.
Okay.
I'm making it.
You're hoping you're making it. With a 22, you jump from over when. Your mom. Okay. So you jump over the string and leaply jump the clear 5 feet over the other string on the other side and land in the hallway. Yeah. What is everybody else doing?
Well, I was wanting somebody to toss me.
Well, Zakira's here. Jonas is right. Jonas, the minute that you go, I wanted someone to toss me, Jonas grabs you and tosses you.
Thanks, Jonas. Ouch.
Like in straight
Like
up,
one hand,
straight up.
just
I thought I
boom.
did.
No, you didn't.
I apologize.
No.
Can I Yoda backpack?
Duh.
Do
How
I
mu-
need the seagull song?
Can I? Would I be able to carry my mom if I went back for her?
Yes. I would have you do a strength check, but you could attempt to carry your mom across. we let you carry Elatar quite easily because he's small. Yeah. So
The size
he
of an
grabs
angry
you.
Pomeranian.
Is the minute that you're like, I want it, so he just grabs you and throws you and doesn't even wait for your, to finish the sentence. And you fall into Bar on the other side.
Oh, good. A soft landing.
She has full plate on. That won't be very soft.
It's not very soft at all.
Oh, well.
Surprisingly, I got an 18.
All right. So
Karen, my mum.
okay, so you carry your mom across, and then you come back and grab Elatar and carry him across, quite easily. Your mom kind of dangles there a little bit, but she's wrapped her tail around you, and you both land, and then you go back and get Elatar, and then there's just Jonas. So let's see if Jonas does the jump.
Come on, Jonas. You can do it.
We'll miss you.
And he successfully jumps the 5 feet.
Of course he does.
He got not a nat 20, but a dirty 20, as they would call it. So it's all good and hid.
All right.
I apologize. He got more than a dirty 20. He got a 23.
Moving on.
You only got a 22. He
We've only got
pirouetted
20
in the
minutes
air.
left.
I know, right?
He did a grand
What, did you think it's all
jeté.
going to happen in one night?
gonna
You
do-
guys are crazy.
He's going to do a grand jeté over the...
Okay, so you guys are now in the next, continuing down this long hallway. Who's leading the way? What are they doing?
I kind of wish we had Drodak with us because he would have totally Donkey Konged over that.
Oh, yeah.
Dungeon delving.
Yes, dungeon delving.
Ooh, we're actually in a dungeon.
Not 20. For traps.
Oh, you did a nat 20 roll? So you guys walk another 30 feet, I apologize, to the next intersection. And as you look down on this intersection like you've done in the past, again, the same strings all around it.
So this time I'm going to throw a copper piece. Oh, wait, I'm going to look. Are there any rocks laying around?
Yeah, this is a crumbling temple. There's rocks everywhere.
I'm going to take a rock and toss it.
Uh-huh. And this time the floor does not fall.
I'm going to ask Barnabas to float out in the middle just to see.
Okay. Barnabas floats out into the middle of this intersection. Again, this intersection, this one's going
Doesn't do anything.
left and right, and it keeps going south, and nothing seems to change. It's just the strings.
All right. What if we were to stand very far back and use Mage Hand to step on the string?
Well, far back is 30 feet.
Well, okay.
So,
Will Mage Hand work that far?
I don't know. We're going to have to ask him.
Mage Hand I think Mage Hand has 30 feet distance.
It does. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's going to do what we need it to do to trigger the trap.
Well, it needs to probably push it down like it was being stepped on,
Did
or
you say strings?
Yeah,
Yes.
she found strings when she did her trap check.
They're
possibly
Yeah.
pull it
like little
forward.
trap.
Well, does it
wires.
take more than 10 pounds of pressure to trigger it?
The strings?
Yeah.
All I know is that you guys so far have thrown a rock into the middle of the intersection and floated Barnabas into the center of it.
Yeah, but there's strings.
Yeah,
So
that
if
are
I
on
use
the
Mage
ground.
hand to yank on the strings.
Yeah, yeah.
To try and break it free.
Well, is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you grab it, you cast Mage Hand again, and reaches out and grabs the string, and when it pulls the string, these scythes come slicing down on each intersection as the strings are broken as it pulls, and
Okay.
activates these 4 scythes. They're pretty big scythes. Makes it kind of difficult to climb over.
but they're now like just
Swinging.
perpetually.
Yeah. Just
Can you take your mage hand and just pull them out of the ceiling?
No, they're probably too heavy. I would imagine.
yeah. That it wouldn't be able to.
So the explosive glyph that I
Yeah.
had created earlier, I'm just gonna try and
You
it as
left
they're swinging?
you left that glyph into the alcove when it opened the door. You never told me. I'm grabbing it back out.
fair enough.
Well, you said that. I mean, did you create another explosive glyph at some point? So
no.
that's the only one you created. Okay.
Okay, then I guess I just have to do. I don't want to waste a high spell slot if I can help it. Does anyone have anything that they can use to stop these blades from swinging? Maybe, yes.
I have magic beans.
All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna do a globe of invulnerability using the staff of power.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna put a I changed up my spell book, my prepared spells in my spell book, because I have the staff of power that's got tons of fun stuff. Any spell outside barrier can affect even such a spell. Oh wait, hold on.
I think that's all about spells, right? It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind. That's not my
Not
bubble.
physical stuff. Yeah, that's the Odaluk's sphere of resilience or whatever is the
Yeah.
one that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
guess I could do stone skin if anyone has a high AC. Make it like basically nothing can penetrate your skin. You can run up there and grab it.
I have an 18.
I have a 19.
It literally makes your skin impenetrable to bludgeoning and piercing. So you have nothing to fear. You just have to run up there and grab it. So the one with the highest strength would probably
Why
be the best
can't-
one.
If I have stone skin, can't I just punch it?
No. No, it's still a strength check.
Okay.
Your
am I
strength is
doing?
higher than mine.
I'm just pulling it down.
Well, you can either jump
Because
in the
it's
path
they're
of it.
sitting here, they're swinging, and so these scythes are swinging, and it would make it hard to get past them.
So
and
you
that's
either
why
got
they-
to
So
chance
So
it,
do you
do a
want me to
dex roll.
stand in the way of them so you can pass?
We need to stop them from swinging.
Yeah, so if I cast Stone Skin on you, then you just stop them, and then we get over the obstacle. Otherwise, we all have to do dex rolls and try and roll past it, like combat roll past the blades.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
with Stone Skin, you get resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So basically, it would give you half damage to all of your. So if you walk up and just like step in front of it, it would be half damage to the scythe, and then it would stop it.
But
So
you'd
you're-
have to do it twice because you'd have
Yeah.
to do it on this side and then whichever side we decided to walk down.
So you're still dealing with taking half damage of whatever it is, whatever the
about the
scythe
bubble?
damage is.
I don't have Resilient Sphere prepared
Oh
right
my
now.
God, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna take the removable, the immovable rod,
Okay.
and I'm going to.
Trigger it, right, to make it extend and stay where it is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wait for them. Are they both moving at the same time?
Yeah. So like you've got one side that's moving, and then the other side is moving.
Right. Are they moving at the same time?
Yeah, they're moving at the same time.
Okay.
Like
I
they're on
will-
a gear up in the
Okay,
ceiling or
so
something.
if they're to the left,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna trigger the immovable. Oh, it doesn't extend. does
No, remember we figured out that it doesn't extend. So you'd have to stick it in when it goes by, and then trigger it so it pins it in place, basically.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
even just like graze it as you're feeling it, go by, and then trigger it just beyond its path so it hits on its way back.
I'll just do that.
Yeah. So just roll me a dexterity check.
19 plus 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's a saving throw. I apologize.
So you just
19 plus 2 is 21.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, with the 21, you do exactly what he says. You like ran along with it, and right as it went into the the seam of the wall. You clicked it, and now it's not moving anywhere, and the pathway is open to continue
Where's
south.
the other rod?
It's a Carol.
Go ahead and do it to the other one.
So I'll walk over and click it, like time it, click it.
And after everybody's passed me, I'll just unclick it.
So when the other one that's associated with the movement, it stopped moving when you activated it here. They're on the same.
It's a gear system.
Yeah, they're on like the same
I don't wanna
pendulum.
leave the rod.
You don't like the rod?
I said I don't want to leave the rod.
So
let's
so
get
have us all
past
go
it.
past it and pull it out,
Yeah.
and then use it again to stop the next
Everybody
one.
needs to pass through first.
Okay.
So Jonas grabs Zakira's mom's shoulder, and because no one has a light down here and he can't see shit, it's pitch black for him. You guys see
Barnabas.
oh yeah, Barnabas is lighting the way. So he's kind of got like a green haze, but he's still holding on to someone. He was next to Xena, but he's like, for some reason Xena fucking hates me, so
Yeah.
he's just ignoring her and like grabbed the next person. So it happened to be Zakira's mom, and walks past. And
Okay, so if everybody's passed, I unclick it, and then I move to the next one and click
yeah,
it.
so the minute that you unclick it, it starts swinging again, and you go over. Give me another dexterity, because you got to time it.
I failed that one.
All right, so as you go to do it,
I got a 4.
yeah.
At least it wasn't the one.
Right, that would suck, right?
But isn't that still bad?
It's bad, but it doesn't mean you're gonna lose a limb.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah.
It's a badass scar, though.
You'll match.
Did you give her stone skin, or did you
No.
guys just bypass it?
We
Okay.
bypassed that because I said.
All right. So you did. It took. You took. Let me.
You can use your cliff stone.
You just have to let.
I don't want to use that just yet.
You took 11 damage,
That's going to come out of your
slashing damage, as this scythe slams down on your hand as you went to like gauge where to put the immovable
Did I
rod.
lose any limbs?
No, you didn't lose any limbs. It just cuts into you
Okay.
for 11 damage.
Next time, use the mage hand to activate the immovable rod.
Good
Thought
idea.
about that.
So what can a mage hand actually do?
So a mage hand is basically like,
Use my phone.
yeah, go open this door, go activate this trap.
Pet
It's-
this kitty.
It can't hold anything heavy. Like it's not very strong.
Yeah, it can only lift, and it can't do it can't swing attacks for you. Like it can't wield a sword and run around for you and attack.
Oh.
All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to use the mage hand at this point.
And
Is it-
unclick it.
All right, so
After I've passed through.
so he's activating the mage hand. So go ahead and roll me it's an agility check because you're basically trying to time it.
I don't have specs on a mage hand.
So
What are you timing?
the scythe moving back and forth and activating it on time.
It's already activated. I
No,
thought that was the
no,
whole
no.
point.
Like we're waiting for the pendulum to swing, right?
Yes.
And then the mage hand is gonna click it.
So what did I even roll for?
You rolled because it was you doing an agility check to make sure that you time it right. There has to be some sort of roll, and I chose agility.
I was just asking. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm just letting you know. But now the conundrum is it's a mage hand, so what's
Okay.
rolled to figure out if the mage hand is able to time it correctly.
Let's just
I
do an
thought that was
Let's
arcane.
just
based-
do
It was
a-
based off of the caster.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
just do an
Yeah.
arcane check because I'm using magic to do it.
Why would it? Yeah, arcane. If I was calling it agility, it would still be agility even for the mage hand. But we don't have the mage hand doesn't have stats. So go ahead with arcane
11.
then. 11. Yeah, with the 11, we can say with an arcane of 11, you time it perfectly with with the spell, and it activates, and you're able to walk through Bar.
What do we see?
Do
on
I
other
need
side?
the mage hand to unclick it for me?
Sure.
Yeah, the mage hand can unclick it for you.
But
On-
we'll have to go
So
through
we all
first.
walk through.
Yeah.
I'll have
And
the mage
I'm-
hand pull the immovable rod back down, and I'll
Thank
hand
you.
it to Bar.
I'm going to reach out and put my hand on Bar and use Cure Wounds and give her 13 points.
Okay, so you just get healed for 13 points.
Kind of disappointed. I was expecting like a massive battle with spiders. We haven't had anything like
Give
that.
us
so
time.
I was about to say, we haven't made it there yet.
We haven't even
So-
made it to the
it's pretty.
wherever we're going.
Yeah, and that's why I was going to say that we're hitting the limit. So after that puzzle of a trap, we're going to call it a night at that point. We will continue this. I will make a note of where you guys are at on the map
All right.
and
Thanks for
be ready.
listening.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for listening to us. We can't wait to see you next week. We hope we have a good week and you guys as well. Thanks and have a great night or day, whatever.